your engine.
You know, one thing I've always disliked about the new Mustangs is the shift knobs on the automatic transmissions. They look cheap, they feel cheap. And back when I used to have an S650 Mustang, I actually changed it out with a different shift knob and a different bezel and boot. And today I'm going to do the same thing on my S650. I've already purchased a weighted shift knob here from Billetworkz. And from Ford, I ordered a new shifter bezel and boot, and this is for a manual transmission, so it actually gives me a better look overall. One of the things I've never liked about how it comes in the car is that the park, reverse, etc. aren't illuminated. It's just on there. So it really does you no good to have them there, really, because you have to look at your dash if you want to know for certain what gear you're in. So I get rid of this bezel and put the manual transmission bezel on. It actually gives it kind of the look from outside that it might be a stick shift. And that might deter some younger car thieves. So, you know, it looks better. And like I said, might make it a little safer. So I do that. Now, the first thing you have to do is easy. You just pop out the little bezel here, just pull up on the boot, pop it loose, should come loose pretty easily. And then once it's loose, you have to undo some little screws here that hold it onto the rod. And once you do that, you'll be able to just lift it right off. Now, normally, if I was just changing the shift knob, I would have to remove this boot and bezel by just breaking free from the glue and taking off the shift knob. But since I have a new bezel and boot as well as a shift knob, I just need to put it on there in place of the old one. And the installation process is pretty much the same as the removal, except that the little barrel screws are in different locations on the new shifter. But you just put it back on the same way. And as I said, this setup is already put together. I already put the little zip tie on it, so it's all ready to go. So once I have the screws attached, I just have to snap the bezel back on. And there you have it. You have a completely different look. This looks so much better. Not only does it just look better, but like I said, it kind of gives it a manual transmission look. And I like that look better. Since the little letters on the original weren't illuminated, it just looked cheap. This actually looks a lot higher end than the original configuration. So this is a success. I like this very much. Not sure I like the black on the shift knob. The one I got last time was chrome. I wish I could find one in like a brushed aluminum or something. But for now, I'll have to make do with the black unless I want to change the color of it myself. So as I said, successful, easy installation that is definitely worth it.